Hello, everyone. Hello, Scrabblers. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Jackson.
Hello, Josh.
How is everybody tonight?
Welcome to NASPA Tonight. This is the third, fourth episode.
We
are starting.
Oh, please.
25 minutes right now.
Yeah. So just to clarify, this is the third one that we've done together.
It is.
There were 4 previously done at the last Nationals. And all of the episodes, if you want to go back and see previous episodes of NASPA Tonight, they're all on the NASPA Scrabble YouTube page.
And even these ones are being posted to the YouTube channel.
Correct. Tonight, after you run out of here,
you can watch it again later.
No, well, I will toil and download it and set it up and then post it. So absolutely, that's what you can do. So
and this week we have a special guest. Both of our very good friend Joey Krafchick will be on for an interview in a few minutes. We'll spend some of our 25 minutes interviewing Joey.
Absolutely.
And then until then, we're going to be telling you about some of the news in Scrabble this week.
That's right, because it's all your Scrabble news in 25 minutes or less. So and you might have noticed, if you've been with us before, I want to say hi to a couple of people. Chris Sykes commented, love it. Ryan, Zev, Evan, Avery, Chuck. We got a bunch of people coming on in
welcome
here.
Everybody.
We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Now, what we should do before we bring Joey in is bring up the question of the week.
Question of the week. This is where you get to comment and we get to read your comments and talk about it.
That's right.
I've already forgotten what it is, so Josh, remind me.
The question of the week is, because we couldn't, I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that.
Some issues with the question.
The question of the week is, what's your favorite tournament to go to? Out of all the tournaments on the calendar, what is your favorite and why? We want to see that on.
Exactly.
If you can throw it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. I'll start it off. I'll start you guys off. My favorite tournament of the year is the Kingston Open. Would you believe that?
I love the Kingston Open.
It's my favorite tournament of the year.
You know why? Because it's on Family Day, and it really feels like it's about family, our Scrabble family.
And the $70 room rate and the free breakfast. We'll get you guys with that later.
Expect some live broadcasts when it comes to that. And maybe we should make this question no nationals. Because nationals is such an easy answer.
Yeah, so no nationals.
Favorite tournament other than nationals. We know you love nationals. We know you're coming to nationals. But let's, whatever. Hey, look, your buddy Matt just joined.
Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Matt Tonnicliffe. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, absolutely. And David. Zev really liked Montreal.
He liked Montreal. That's good.
I know. Montreal's, listen, I love the people of Montreal. That is not my favorite tournament, but I'm happy that Zev had a good time there. I know of at least a couple of times where people's cars were broken into.
Yeah, at least a couple per year.
Okay, so that's the question. If you can keep the answers coming, Chris Sykes likes the Calgary Open.
I've never been there. But
I know. I really want to go there. I spent time talking with Yuri at the CNSC, and I feel like I've been out west in the States, but not in Canada.
Same with me, yeah. So we're going to get Joey Krafchick on the line. He's going to tune in. We'll do a quick little interview with Joey. We got
to put our headphones in, and then here we go. Oh, you know what we didn't do? I don't think we introduced ourselves.
That's fine. Everyone knows who we are.
I just want to show, I'm Josh Greenway. You're Jackson Smylie. Okay, let's bring
Joey Krafchick.
Welcome. Joey in here. Hold on, I got to bring him in. So here's what we're going to do. And here he comes.
Am I here?
Joey the K.
How's it going, Joey?
Is this thing working?
Yeah, it's all working.
Yeah, we can hear you. It looks like maybe there's a little bit of latency, but can you see us?
Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you, so I think we're good.
Cool. Very good. Hello to Ari, who just joined the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. So, Joey, I wrote some things down about you. You are an expert tournament player. Is that correct?
Arguable, but debatable.
And you're a tournament director. Is that true?
This is true.
Okay. So, is it true that you just directed a tournament this past weekend? Go try to center yourself a little more.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. My phone's weird. So, it is true. I ran a tournament this weekend, but to answer your question from a few minutes ago about what's everybody's favorite tournament, got a question. My favorite tournament is Niagara Falls. Not my own tournament. Niagara Falls. I've been there since the first year, and I plan to go every consequent year. So I just wanted to make that known.
Absolutely. That's interesting because Evan just posted, Evan Borowski just posted Crescent City Cup NOLA #1. So, but you said Niagara Falls. Both of those, for some reason, I equate both of those tournaments. They're sort of
The Collins heavy.
They're
always
they're kind of
open.
the cool kids kind of tournament.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that true?
Have you
I
been?
think so. Have I been? I've been to New Orleans 5 straight times. I've been
Amazing.
to every Niagara Falls.
Wow.
So yes.
So,
I've been.
so Joey, you just directed Durham. I was glad enough to play Durham, and we're all wondering what is the next tournament you're going to direct?
I'm running a local match play tournament in Dallas. I plan to do these every few months.
Okay, so what exactly is match play when you say match play tournament?
So the number of total players has to be an exponent of 2. Am I saying that right? Anyway, so it has to be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So in this case, it's just going to be 8 players. So the person that wins all 3 matches wins the tournament. So you play a match against somebody, and then we're doing best of 11. So first to win 6 games moves on to the next round, and then it's just a bracket basically.
And who are some of the players in this field that you're going to run?
So for the one I'm doing, which is at the end of July, the week before Nationals, it's just locals. So me, Ori Swift, he's not local to Dallas, but he's from Texas. And then the rest are local to Dallas. So Chris Cree, Daryl Day, Sid Morali, Jim Berlant, Paul Holzer, and Chris Schneider are the 8 of us.
And are you taking entries? If people want to fly down to Dallas and play 3 best of 11 matches?
I'm not necessarily taking entries, but it's just kind of I'm trying to get the ball rolling. So this is my first local one I'm doing, and I'm hoping we can do it regularly.
So I just want to clarify for the audience. The idea is it's a bracketed tournament, and you play a long best of series against your opponent to work out who is going to play for the final, right? And that was the format of the top division in Durham. Who were the finalists in that bracket?
Well, in Durham, we ended up only doing a 1-day little mini match play event. So we had planned on doing over the whole weekend, but yeah, so it was only 4 of us. It was me, Jackson, Joe Edley, and John Karras. And then Jackson and I played in the championship, and
we all know how that turned
4
out.
out of 7, and Jackson was very gracious.
I see.
I only threw a couple of racks.
So what does that mean? Does that mean that for the main event, it wasn't match play?
Yeah, main event was normal. Because we got
goodness.
7 players. We didn't get quite enough for the 8.
I see. Joey, can you move the camera? There we go. Much better. In the top division in Durham, not to spoil tournament talk, who won the top division?
Well, believe it or not, it was Jackson Smylie.
You won the division?
I couldn't believe it either.
How much money did you win?
400 American.
400. How much was the flight?
$1,000.
I got on points. So yeah, I had a pretty good weekend.
I feel like that's technicality. All right, very, very good. So that's exciting. Were you happy with the tournament, Joey? What would you tell a prospective director? What tips would you give them to running a successful event?
If I could give one tip,
yeah, well, I'll take one.
The most important thing is just outreach. So I call people, I message people.
You got to get on them. You got to get on them in order to bring them to the tournament. I also want to say hi to Stephanie Brown and James Mack and Sharon Jansen and my boy Guy Ingram. Thanks for tuning in. Guy says, "Open your eyes, Joey."
And so, Joey, we have another question for you.
Please.
As you can see on the screen, we have the 2018 National Scrabble Championship coming up, and you're playing in that, right?
I am playing.
So tell us what you're doing to prepare for the North American Championships.
So I'm playing, several games a week, live games, and then other than that, just studying for hours a day,
Sorry, say that again. 4 hours a day? Because I think most of our audience plays a few live games a week. That doesn't sound like anything special. Did you say studying 4 hours a week?
Well, like
Or a day?
FOR.
A day.
He means studying 4 hours a day, but he will study for quite a few hours.
Hold on. He just said, I see. He just said FOR. Okay, so you're putting in a lot of study. Hello, Marcella. Thanks for joining us here.
And Joey, what do you think your odds are of winning the championship, given all this word study you're doing?
Oh, that's a good question.
If I'm making actual odds, I'd give me like a solid 12-1.
Okay.
Solid.
I think that's pretty fair.
What's Mac?
Mac, I'd give him like 5-1.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 8-5. Okay, so I love it. So we wanted to cover a couple of things from Durham. One big thing, I think Avery is with us tonight. Avery hit 2,000. Is that correct?
Avery hit 2,000. He's the newest 2,000 player. So congratulations, Avery.
That's fantastic. He'll have to guard against dropping below 2,000, right, Joey? Because that can happen, I've heard.
Oh, yeah, that can happen. If you stop studying and start playing Collins, then you're just liable to dip rating.
All right, Avery. So there's some tips from Joey of what not to do. So congratulations to Avery. And then you wanted to go over a couple of game positions here, right?
I did. So
let's bring up game position number one. Now we're going to keep Joey on the line. People will still be able to hear you, Joey, once we bring up the game board here. And this is the first one. So take it away, Jackson.
All right. So this is one. I think this is the second game I played against David Gibson. And I was at a point in the tournament where I really needed to win this game if I wanted to win the tournament. And so I'm up 23 points, and there's 2 tiles in the bag. You can see the unseen tiles there on the screen, ELLLSSUYZ. And David Gibson had just played HA. You'll see it right above the word biting. He just played HA. And what he did is he's setting up a big S lane. He can hook cat with an S to make scat, and he can play a bingo or a huge play on row 1. So I'm up 23, and he just played HA, setting up a big S play. And I was trying to think of ways to block it because I didn't want to let him have it. So at first I'm thinking about Riot to the T and vetoed, or I'm thinking about Vert, or all these plays there. But then I realized I look at the pool, and there's really almost no plays that actually play with scat. There's like lulls and there's yells, and both of those leave him with a pretty shitty rack. And I looked at my rack and I looked at the pool, and I realized that what I wanted to do is play VEIN at J8, Vane to the N and waned. And I realized that this would actually outrun any of the cat plays, any of the plays hooking cat with an S. So I was very surprised because at first when he played HA, my mind was completely set on blocking his setup. But then I realized that his setup wasn't actually going to work out for him because he didn't have anything to score with. So I ended up playing Vane. I ended up winning the game, thankfully, even though we hit the scat spot. And that was the first time I ever beat David Gibson.
Wow, that's exciting. Joey, did he make the right play?
I think he did. I think.
Did you follow any of that? Were you aware of this game position?
I didn't know about it, but now that I've seen it, I agree with Jackson, and he's very good.
That's good. You just Jackson, you just got endorsed
some high
by the
praise.
Great Joey the K. I want to say hi to my girlfriend Jillian, who's joined the broadcast, and keep those. Oh, and also there are people watching on another page. So I want to say hi to Dave Postal and Roger Coleman and Heidi Hughley and
Marsha Gillis.
Gillis. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching.
Happy birthday to Dave Postal.
Yeah, we're going to get to some Scrabble birthdays in a minute. And Jason Ubika just joined. Okay, now let's go to position number 2 that you wanted to cover.
Position number
Jackson,
2.
Let's get this up here. What is this? This is like an empty board.
This is an empty board.
What's going on?
So this is the last game of the tournament. I'm playing David Gibson. If I win the game, I win the tournament. If I lose the game, I lose the tournament. So there's a lot of pressure here. And this is my opening rack, ADOTTV blank, and it's my move. I get to choose what to do. And I'm debating between VAT and Tab, which usually seem like kind of the same play. Like it seems like, why would you give it any thought? It's the same score, same tiles.
I have an idea. VAT has a back hook.
Vat does take a U, but they both take an S. And
Oh, yeah.
both take an S. And the interesting thing here is that I'm playing David Gibson, who is known for having an extremely closed board strategy. What he tries to do is close the board as early as he can, and he'll be willing to make some sacrifices to do that. So my plan here was to try to open the board in such a way that I could get him to sacrifice even more points. So what I decided to do was, instead of playing Vat, is I played Tav. And what David Gibson likes to do is that he likes to close the top left of the board. That's what he always seems to do. He always likes to close the top left. So by putting the V at the bottom, the V always closes whatever it's near. I left the V at the bottom to keep the top of the board open. And what I was trying to do is get David Gibson to sacrifice a lot of points in order to try to block the top of the board. So it was kind of a weird decision because I'm trying to get him to sacrifice as many points as he can because I know he's going to try to be defensive. So I ended up playing Tav. And the next turn, he played OE next to the T and the A, making TO and AE. And that's a pretty defensive play, and it felt like it was a sacrifice he was forced to make. So I was very happy with that whole sequence. And the rest of the game ended up going in my favor after that.
Okay, so that's some insight, obviously, into how David Gibson plays. And congratulations to you again for winning the tournament. And I think I learned something there, although I'm confused about something. Why does David always want to close the top left? I always thought all the quadrants were kind of the same.
They're not the same. So since most words can be pluralized with an S,
yep,
it's very easy for a tile to put at the right side, because that's where things go, at the right side or the bottom. So It's very easy for the bottom and the right side to get hooked with an S. So it's a lot harder to close the bottom right. Whereas the top left is the opposite. It's a lot easier to close. So he likes to close the top left because it's the easiest quadrant to close.
Okay.
That seems to be what happens with Gibson. I haven't asked him that. That's the word on the street with him.
I see. Okay, so that's coverage of Durham.
That's the positions.
That's exciting. We're going to move on to tournament talk. Let's bring this up. Sort of covers the logo, but we're going to move to tournament talk. Now, Joey, keep that camera still if you can. I'm hearing a little audio distortion. I don't know if the audience is or not. But let's talk about tournament. So what we're doing with tournament talk, and Joey, are you good to stick around for a couple more minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So talking about tournaments, here's what we do. When we talk about the upcoming tournaments, we make a bet.
We do, yeah.
As to who's going to win. So I'm going to cover what happened last week. So for Durham, you picked Joey the K to win.
I did, yeah.
He didn't win, you won. And then when it was my pick, I said, I'm not picking you.
I don't know why.
And I said David Gibson, and he didn't win. You won.
So we're both wrong.
Shocking everyone. So we're both wrong. So that's 0 for 2 on that one. Now, we also, Manhattan was played last week. So Manhattan was won by Matt Graham.
Yeah.
And when we did the picks, I noticed you picked first each time. You did, because you picked Joel Sherman, and then you let me pick second. So when we pick future ones, we're going to take turns as to who picked first.
That sounds fair.
Right? You know what I mean? Because if you went, you probably like going first in all your Scrabble games, right?
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay.
So
you picked Joel Sherman. He came in second. But lost to Matt Graham. And I picked Jeremy Hall, who didn't do as well as second, and we lost that. So
quick update on the time. We're pretty low on time, actually. 6 minutes left.
Let's keep moving. So this week coming up is Albany July 4th tournament. Now, Joey, have you ever attended this tournament?
I've been to Albany between winter and summer about 10 times, and it's always a great time. And I wish I could go this summer, but I cannot.
Well, that's too bad. I'm going to miss you there. What's your story? You're still thinking about it.
I'm still thinking
right?
about it. There's a chance I'll go, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I think you've got an offer of a ride from Roger.
Yeah.
So
we'll look into it.
Anyway, I'm going to be down there. I always sort of help out and net a little bit, and then I play, but it's going to be exciting. So let's talk about, I'm going to go first.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win?
Okay, tell me who's the top of the field, Division I TWL.
We have Mac Mellor.
I'm going to pick Mac Mellor.
All right, that was pretty quick. We also have Jason Lee, Joey Malik, Carl Higbee. I'm going to go with Jason Lee. I think he's going to win.
Okay. And Jason Lee, boy, he is a
I'll take
tough
Carl.
player.
Joey's taking Carl. All
Joey's
right.
taking Carl.
So
All
for
right.
Collins, we have
I'm a
Jason
defense.
Keller, Bradley Whitmarsh, Tim Weiss, Josh Castellano.
Who are you
I'll pick
going for,
first.
Jax?
I'm going to go with Jason Keller to win it.
You're going Jason Keller. So then give me, who are the other top players?
Got Bradley Whitmarsh, Tim Weiss, Josh Castellano.
Who else?
Jason Ubika, Terry Kangaroo, Scott Kitchen, Daniel
Okay,
Blake.
okay. I'm going Bradley.
Bradley Whitmarsh.
I don't know if Bradley's won that event. I can't remember.
He might have. Yeah, he's a strong player.
All right, Joey, who do you like there?
I'll go with Bradley.
All right.
Am I allowed to copy your pick?
Nope.
Yeah, because no, listen, really, we sort of designed tournament. We didn't even let Josh Sokol guess last time, so it doesn't really matter. So
after Albany, we want to talk about some Scrabble birthdays because we had quite a few this week.
that's right.
Exactly
So
six on our list.
Let's go here now. These are people who I am friends with. So if you want a birthday shout out on NASPA Tonight, shoot me a friend request. I should have asked you to check your friend request. But the first person that we want to say happy birthday to is who? Jackson. That's what
It's Dave Postal.
there
from
we go.
San Francisco. His birthday was on the 19th.
All right.
And then we
I've
got-
never been to San Francisco. Have you
Neither
ever
have
been
I.
to-
I would love to go next
I
year.
don't even know if I've met Dave, but I know Dave is watching tonight. So we really
Welcome, Dave.
appreciate that.
So, and we also wish happy birthday to Jacqueline Camper from Memphis.
I have never been to Tennessee either, and I really want to go at some point. And at that point, I want to meet Jacqueline Camper. Happy
You got
birthday
it.
to you.
Then we got
That is, I'm throwing these into the comments. We'll see if that brings people to the show. Maybe we shouldn't have put it in at the end.
Then I
But
want to wish
let's
happy
keep going.
birthday to Brian Miller from Orlando. I actually met him at a Winter's tournament, his hybrid TWL Collins tournament. I met Brian Miller there. Very
Right?
nice guy. Happy birthday.
Very
And
good.
then-
I want to say hi to Andrew Rosen from Toronto Scrabble Club.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in.
Want to wish happy birthday to Tara Smylie. I
Who's-
haven't
who's
met her
that?
before, but
Who's that?
who's Tara Smylie? My sister. It's her champagne birthday, so she's turning.
What does that
22.
mean? What's a
It-
champagne birthday?
It means her birthday was on June 22nd, and she turned 22. That's what a champagne birthday is. So I'm going to celebrate her birthday tomorrow with her and the fam.
So everyone has a champagne birthday, but mine happened when I was 13.
Yeah, mine was when I was 8. I didn't have any champagne. I
Well,
really
this is
lost
a
out.
ripoff.
I know.
Joey, when's your birthday?
May 1st.
May 1st. Thank
So he had his
Oh.
champagne birthday when he was 1.
That's why I hit 2000 because he didn't have any champagne.
I see. Does he get another champagne birthday at 101?
I'll give it to him.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't drink
Let's be honest.
So we have two more. We have-
Hello to Kevin Gauthier.
Hello,
Kevin
Kevin Gauthier.
is definitely going to be in Albany.
He'll be in
But he won't call it Albany. He always calls it Colony or whatever.
I've
He's
never
always
heard of
very
that.
specific. I love that about Kevin. Okay,
so we
who
want to
is
wish
next?
happy birthday to
All right,
Christy
go ahead.
Zurbrick.
Oh, Christy.
Christy
Now,
Zurbrick.
Christy paid us a really nice compliment about the show. She watched it last week, and she said she got a real chuckle about the arm wrestling clip. How are we doing on time?
We got a couple minutes left.
We may go over here a little bit, but let's
and
keep
we have
going.
one more. We
One
got
more.
Joe Geibler from
Joe.
Folsom, Pennsylvania.
I have not seen Joe since playing in some Delaware
Madness.
tournaments. In
With me,
Madness.
that was the last time I saw Joe.
Joey, you have an unbelievable record in Delaware, isn't that right?
This is true.
And so you must know Joe, right?
Oh, I know Joe Geibler very well, and I didn't know it was his birthday though. So happy birthday, Joe!
It was his birthday. What's the date today?
It was the 24th.
It was
His
the
birthday was
24th, 2 days ago. Okay, happy birthday, Joe. There we go with the comments. Yeah, did I say what Christy's compliment was? That she thought it was very funny and liked what we were doing. So
Great compliment.
that's always great to hear.
So we have the little
So
banner.
those are birthdays. Yeah,
We
can
have the
move.
banner of the 2018 North American Championship, and we just want to remind everyone once again that if you have not signed up, you better sign up because it is my favorite tournament of the year. Please answer the question of the day of your favorite non-nationals tournament of the year. And the reason that that's the question is because it's just a given that everyone's favorite tournament is nationals. So, Joey, what's your favorite tournament of the year?
You already
Is it
said
Nationals?
It's Niagara Falls.
But would you say Nationals or
I see.
Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls.
Oh, but at least you're signed up for Nationals.
I can see Joey's thumb on the phone in the frame. Okay, so that's Nationals. We're going to see you at Nationals, Joey. I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun. Even though I'm not playing, it is going to be fun to see everybody. All right, Joey, that's it. We're going to say goodbye to you, okay? And then we're going to sign off.
Thanks for the
All right,
interview.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Have a good night.
So, I also want to give a shout out to the Ottawa tournament. Do you ever play in the Ottawa tournament?
Yeah, I'm playing this year.
Yeah, I'm going to play too. Now, it's changed the way that it's run. Look at you. You're lounging. You're taking up the whole goddamn screen. So, Ottawa's changing the way it's run. Last year, Sue Tremblay came in and was director, and I think Ross sort of helped organize it or whatever. And this year, it's a complete Brosma Tremblay joint.
So you can't make Niagara Falls and you just go to Ottawa. It's like a mini Niagara Falls.
No, I think you should go to both.
Obviously.
That's really the key. And Ottawa is beautiful that time of year. I certainly find. And I think it's going to be a nice little tournament. And it's we're a couple months out. They're between 30 and 40, and they're looking for more people. Yeah. So if you're in the area, you should come on in. Christy joined Brian McDonald. Brian McDonald is from Ottawa, right?
He is, yes. So he can attest to how great a tournament it is.
That's true. And what else did we want to talk about? Oh, all previous episodes of NASPA Tonight can be found on the NASPA YouTube page. You should see what it's like to upload these things. It takes a while. All right, this is long-form content. But that is on, you go to YouTube and you type in NASPA Scrabble, and you will find the page. Brian is attesting to how awesome the Ottawa tournament is. What else do we have to say? I can't believe how fast the time goes by.
Time goes very fast. We're almost 2 minutes over now.
Which is usually what I say when I get to the end of a Scrabble game. You know, I can't believe.
How'd I go 2 minutes over? Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Tuesday for NASPA Tonight. All of your tournament news in 25 minutes.
Yeah, we got to figure out another interview.
We do. If anyone out there wants to be interviewed on this show, please let us know. Shoot us a message.
Absolutely. And yeah, happy Scrabbling, everybody. Go out and play some Scrabble. Support your local directors. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. You could share this if you wanted. And yeah, that is going to do it for us. All right. Goodbye, everybody.